Facebook stocks has dropped 26% in a single day. Shocking news. Everybody has been talking about this, so I also decided to do a video myself. Well, one of the main reasons is because that Facebook, just like the population of the world, it is limited, as everything and every company will come to a point of time where their product would be limited to the amount of people and demands and sales and everything. Then at the top, they will start to slow down, and once they start to slow down, that's where Facebook is at right now. Facebook has 1.9 billion active users on the app. So actually they dropped by 1 million active users already, which is a huge amount of people. So that's why their stocks dropped too. I think that this drop is very interesting, but to Facebook it's definitely unhealthy. Well, if you want to know the reason why their stocks drop and any other more reasons, make sure to like this video and share this to your friends. Now, Facebook has already lost $3.3 billion from developing the metaverse. And the metaverse, which is actually the main thing of Facebook right now, actually the name of Facebook is now Meta, and Facebook is now one of the things inside Meta. So the new iPhone iOS, which allows people to be able to decide whether they want or not want people like a third party to see what they are doing and what they want to see. So being able to choose this, 62% of the people decided not to let a third party see or track what they want to do or what they like to see. So because of that, and the fact that iPhone users use Facebook, means that Apple is kind of on top of Facebook. And because of that, the investors of Facebook would be less confident about Facebook, about knowing what the users want to see and buy. And by guessing, they'll definitely get lesser. But if they know, they will definitely get more traction. So now the investors are not confident in Facebook. So I personally would recommend Facebook to come out with a product of their own soon. Then they can control their own users. So now Facebook is not going to be able to accurately know what their buyers wants to see and wants to buy. And that's a problem, because their sales will decrease by a lot if they try to guess what their users want to see and buy. Because there's no way you can accurately guess what they actually want except for having the actual data of what they want. So now the investors are not going to be confident in Facebook's capability of doing this. So their stocks drop because of that too. Well, example of the guessing, shoes. If you like to see shoes, makeup, but Facebook are showing you toes and clothing, you don't like those. Similar, a little bit close, but not what you like. And when that happens, you might one day stop using Facebook and go to maybe Instagram, and that will be really bad for Facebook. Well, a lot of investors doesn't believe that metaverse will be a reality in a short amount of time, and because of that, they don't want to invest in the future, thinking that maybe Facebook has lost track of, instead of trying to know what the buyers want to see and buy and understanding it to the full potential, they have lost track to focus on metaverse, which is what the investors wouldn't want, because they want money instead of investing into a future that is not very realistic in the short term time. There's a problem. And that is that I think Facebook should make their own OS, their own operating system, maybe to make their own computer and phones, so they could adjust their own experience for their customers. Because if they let the phones or products that people use to use Facebook, then they are basically practically under the products that the customers are using. Example, iPhone. And that's one reason. The second reason is that iOS is now making the choice to let the third eye see or track, like I said just now. So people don't want it. But if they have their own OS for Facebook, they won't have this thing, and they will have the tracking system so they can see what their buyers want. And by doing that, it will be a lot safer for them, and also an extra product and extra money. Investors will also have more confidence in them if they do that. And I also think that they should very much develop this OS in a short amount of time instead of focusing on metaverse that much, because I think this is a matter of survival and seeing bankruptcy of Facebook. Facebook should find a new product to sell, because metaverse is still quite far away. So if you don't find something to sell quickly, Facebook's gonna be outdated before metaverse is even created. So I think it would be smart to create something to sell to your customers before they get bored of your product, and before you can even develop your new one. Well, there's one more problem, and that is, well, only for Facebook, not for regular people. And that would be that more regular people are starting to think that being actively on Facebook is a really bad thing, it's unhealthy, and just mentally not good for you. So more and more people are starting to leave Facebook, and that is really bad news for Facebook, because Facebook is trying to earn money, and the users of Facebook is trying to save themselves. And there's also problems of the competitors like TikTok, Snapchat, or a few other things. Well, sorry, I'm also a TikTok user myself. I just watch some stuff on TikTok, and I'm sorry, Facebook, I don't use Facebook. I don't even have an account. Well, the real competitor for Facebook is actually TikTok, because TikTok has come a long way and has a lot of active users on TikTok. And having a lot of active users will suck away every other app's active user and go to that app. Like also YouTube would be affected by TikTok, but Facebook right now is affected big time. Yeah, well, maybe you might be asking, what about Tesla? Sorry, I'm a little bit biased, but Tesla is doing well. Tesla is really doing well. And if you really want to know about Tesla, you can check out this video where I made about the next big thing for Tesla. And there's 3 very big points, and after watching those 3 big points, you might want to go invest in Tesla immediately, since their stocks has also dropped quite a bit lately. But don't forget, it's your choice. The big thing is just for you to realize that you're missing out on something. So maybe you can make a choice, but it's your choice, okay? And there's one more very important thing I need to say, and I need you to do, and that would be liking this video and sharing this video. Because if you were to share this video and like this video, it will give me a lot of support, and when I have a lot of support, I will work harder and I'll produce more quality content for you, so you can enjoy the video like this one. Bye.